Hi, I'm Miss Van Loan, and in this video, we're going to complete Module 2, Lesson 2, Independent Practice. Remember, I recommend using your math notebook and using your paper the normal way, which is called portrait. Please use a pencil, either number 2 or mechanical, and have an eraser handy. For the purposes of this video, I will be using a blank sheet of white paper, and it will be in the landscape orientation. That is because it works better for the video camera. I'm also going to be using pen because it shows up better on camera. All right, let's get started. Module 2, Lesson 2, Independent Practice. Put your name. Okay, number 1, simplify. -8 plus 4c minus 9 minus 5 plus 6c plus 2c. Now I'm going to introduce something that I use in the classroom to help us simplify expressions like this. These are called algebra tiles. Algebra tiles are used to represent the numbers in an expression and then physically move them around to see how they group together. They have different colors and different shapes and different sizes, so it's really easy to see which ones go together. It makes it a lot easier than when you're looking at the numbers and trying to figure out which ones go together. Okay, so let's use algebra tiles to represent this situation. So these short little rectangles are going to represent x's, or in this case, c's. So I have 4 c's right there. I have 6 c's over here. I'm specifically putting them on the blue side because the blue side is the positive side. The pink side is the negative side. And then I have 2 c's at the end. All right, let's do the ones. So I have a whole bunch of these little ones here, and again, pink is negative, and this greenish side that I colored with highlighter is the positive side. And then I also have a set of 5 of them stuck together because it's a lot easier to count bigger numbers with them stuck together than it is to have to count out a whole bunch of these little ones. So this is -8, so I'll put this on the negative side, -8. So there's -5, 6, 7, 8. Then we've got the 4 c's, -9. So -5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then -5. So I'll just need that 5 stuck together. And then 6c and 2c. So now using these tiles, and again, students, parents, this is fabulous for those of you guys that struggle with math, or maybe for those of you guys who just would rather do things physically. You're more of a physical person. These are fabulous. I love them. So now we're going to arrange them by groups, and we can literally see what is going on here when we move these around. We're going to have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 negatives, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 C's. And so we can put that on here. This is going to equal, what did I say, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, -22, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 12c. Now, I'm using the tiles, so I can't really just like put tiles right here. I need to actually show some work. So we're gonna draw this out. We'll put these together. Let's do it like this. We'll do these two first. We'll associate, and we'll associate. So -9 and -5, well, a +9 and a +5 is 14, so then we just make it negative. -14. 6 c's plus 2 c's is 8 c's, and those are positive. And I'll just bring this down, -8 plus 4c. And then I'm going to put these two together and these two together. So -8 and -14. Well, Positive 8 and positive 14 would be 22. So then it's just negative. And then 8 and 4 is 12. So I have 12C. Ta-da! Same answer. But with the tiles, it is so much easier. So I highly encourage you to check those out, pick up some. I actually made these. I didn't feel like spending any money, even though I see now on Amazon that they're only $7. They're on sale for $7. But I just made my own. So you can certainly make your own. Okay, let's go to the next problem. Number 2. Negative 6n minus 5 plus 9n minus 6. Let's use our algebra tiles here. So I'm going to have negative 6n, and now my little x tiles are going to be n tiles. And then minus 5. And then positive 9n. And now I need 6 negatives. So there's 5 and one more, 6. Okay, now here's where we do some canceling out. We're gonna move this guy over using commutative property, and we're going to line up these 0 pairs. This is when 0 pairs are magical, and we get to go like this. Watch, watch. Whoosh! They cancel out. Oh, there's our answer. This equals 3 x's, or n's, so 3 positive n's, and then we have 10 negatives and another -1, so that's -11. Look how easy that is with tiles. Oh my gosh, I love them, you guys. Okay, let's do this the other way. 6 negative n's and 9 positive n's will leave us with 3 positive n's, and then -5 and -6 will give us -11. Let's do number 3. Simplify. Negative 7a plus 5b minus 5a plus 8b plus 2. So I'm going to use the tiles again. We've got negatives. So there are 7 negative variables here. These will be a's this time. And then plus 5 b's. Ooh, I get to introduce the next tile. So these longer tiles will usually represent y, but in this case, they're going to represent b. I'm going to have 5 b tiles, and then I'll have 5 a tiles that are showing the negative side, and then 8 positive b tiles, okay, and then 2 positive 1s. Now we can rearrange and put everything together that goes together. Okay, so I have 12, or 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 12 negative a tiles, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 positive b tiles, and 2 positive 1 tiles. So I'm going to slide that up so I can still see it, but give myself room to write. So this equaled 12 negative a tiles. Oh, that kind of messed up with my pen. Hold on, I'm going to rewrite that. Okay, negative 12 a tiles, and then plus 13 b tiles, plus 2 positive 1s. And then to show that, on paper, we'll put the a tiles together, negative 12a. We put the b tiles together, positive 13b, and then we bring down the positive 2. Number 4, 5 x's plus 14 1s plus 2 x's plus 15 minus 3 minus 13 x's plus 7. You can see how this can get pretty confusing, pretty complicated with lots and lots of numbers. It's easy to miss something when you're using the paper method. So let's go ahead and use the tiles again. We've got 5 positive x's, 14 ones, 2 more x's, 15 ones, now 3 negative ones, 13 x's, oh boy, we've got I hope I have enough, let's see. Seven positive ones. Okay, that took up a lot of the page. Let's start putting things together. I'm gonna put the ones at the end because when we get to algebra, the ones are going to be at the end of the expression. Ooh, we'll slide those down. Oh, look, we can make some 0 pairs real quick. So I've got these 0 pairs and I can just go whoop, slide them off the board. So how many ones do I have? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 33. So I could say at the end of the expression, if this equals some amount of x's plus 33 ones, so plus 33. All right, let's cancel out some of these x's. We're gonna make 0 pairs to cancel them out. Okay, here we go. Whoop, done. And now I can just move these over in front and I have 6 negative x's plus 33 ones. Negative 6x plus 33. And that is the answer. Okay, let's show how to do it on paper. So let's just put these two together first and these two. So 5, 6, 7 x's, 7x, 14 and 15. Well, I know that 15 and 15 is 30, so then I'm gonna go 1 less. That'll be 29. And then let's do this negative 3 plus 7. So that'll give me plus 4, because 7, 6, 5, 4. And then I'll just bring down this negative 13x. So now I'll put together this 29 and 4. So 29 plus 4, 9 plus 4 is 13. So this will be 33. And then this negative 13 and positive x. So 7 and 6 is 13 because 7 and 7 is 14. So 7 and 6 is 13. So then I'll be left with negative 6x plus 33. Okay, let's do number 5. Simplify 8h minus 3 minus 6h minus 5 plus 5h plus 7. All right, let's go ahead and put them up. Okay, I need 3 negative 1s. I need 6 negative h's. Now I need 5 negative 1s. I can just use a 5 tile. 5 positive h's. And then 7 positive 1s. I'm going to double check. I have 8 positive h's, 3 negative 1s, 6 negative h's, 5 negative 1s, 5 positive h's, and 7 positive 1s. So I see a 0 pair right here immediately with these two. So I'll put those together and whoop, they're gone. Let's do the 0 pair that we have right here, 2 negatives and 2 positives. Whoop, those are gone. Okay, so I have -1 at the very end of my expression. Now let's line some of these up. Okay, I've got 0 pairs here, and zip, those are gone. So my final answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 H's and a -1. This equals 7H minus 1. And it looks like I forgot to put boxes around my answers. So let me go back and do that real quick. Okay, now let's do it the paper way. We have 8 H's and that are positive and 6 that are negative. So we're gonna be left with 2 H's. A -3 and a -5 will give me -8. And then 5 positive H's plus 5H plus 7. So let's do the 8 and 7. That'll leave me with -1 because 8 is negative. Whoops. Okay, and then 2 and 5. 5, 6, 7 H's. 7H minus 1. Okay. Let's do number 6. -6b plus 4d plus 5b minus 4b minus 3d minus 7 minus 4d plus 3. Oh my goodness. If you have dyslexia, this is a really tough one. These B's and D's are already giving me a run for my money. Okay, so we're gonna use these ones to represent the B's and these to represent the D's. Okay, so 6 negative B's, negative. All right, we need 4 positive D's. Okay, and now we need, oh, and by the way, you can totally just make these by coloring with highlighter or marker on paper. That's what that is. Okay, 5B, and they're positive. Okay, minus 4B, so now we need negatives. Okay, now we need 3 D's, back to the other ones. All right, now I need 7 negative 1s, 4 negative D's, okay, and then 3 positive 1s. 6 negative B's, 4 positive D's, 5 positive B's, 4 negative B's, 3 negative D's, 7 negative 1s, 4 negative D's, 3 positive 1s. Okay, dokie. Let's go ahead and start 0 pairing. I think first I just want to put the similar ones with the other similar ones. So I'm gonna move this out of the way, slide these together, and then slide that over here. I'm gonna then put these guys next to these ones. Careful not to flip. Okay, and then I'm gonna start lining up my positives and negatives. Okay, and these are B's, so they go over here. Now I can do the 0 pairs. Okay, those all go together. Zoop, gone. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negative B's at the end of this. All right, I need to break apart this -5 here. So I'm gonna swap this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna swap that out because I need to be able to make the 0 pairs. Okay, so there's my 0 pairs. Those are gonna slide off. Okie doke. And now I have these 0 pairs with the negative D, positive D. I'm gonna slide those off. And now I can put this in order. So B, D, 1s. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negative B's, minus 1, 2, 3 D's minus 1, 2, 3, 4 ones, or just minus 4. So negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5B minus 3D minus 4. Okay, how much easier do you think it is to slide around these tiles and then just move them off than it is to have to look at these and put them together? All right, let's put these together. I'm actually going to use a slightly different technique here. I'm gonna highlight all the B's. So if you're allowed to use a highlighter on your tests in school, this is another possible method of solving these. So now I'm gonna put these other ones, the D's, in the blue color, and notice I'm getting the positive or negative sign right in front of it as well. I'm including that with what is being highlighted. So now I can kind of put these together a little bit easier. So negative 6B plus 5B minus 4B, and I can do all that together. So negative 4 and negative 6 is negative 10B, so I just kind of did commutative there, plus 5B, and then that's gonna leave me with negative 5B. All right, let's do the blue ones, the D's. So positive 4D, negative 3D, and negative 4D. Well, that right there is a zero pair, or the inverse property. And so I'm just left with negative 3D, and then these two come together, negative 7 and positive 3, to leave me with negative 4. So when I put all that together, there is the final expression. Number 7, negative 8U plus 2U plus 9 minus 7 minus 9U minus 8. So be careful, this is one of those problems that is testing you. You have a positive 9 and a negative 9U, and if you're not being careful, you might go, oh, zero pair. Same thing with this negative 8U and negative 8. But these are U's, and these are 1's, so they don't cancel out. And let's see that in action with the algebra tiles. So we'll have negative 8. Okay, positive 2U's plus 9 minus 7 minus 9U's minus 8. Okay, let's do some zero pairs. These guys and these guys make zero pairs, so we'll just slide those off. These make zero pairs, so we'll slide those off. Let's line these up together. We'll group them. And then those make zero pairs, so we'll slide those off. And our final answer is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 negative U's. 5, 6 minus 6. All right, let's do that on paper. Negative 8 and positive 2 is negative 6U. Positive 9 and negative 7 is positive 2. And then we'll bring this down, minus 9U minus 8. And then negative 9U and negative 6U is negative 15U's. And then 2 and negative 8 will leave me with negative 6. All right, let's do number 8. 8F minus 6F minus 9 plus 9 plus 2f plus 7 plus 2. All right, I'm gonna stop with the tiles for a moment and I'm going to use the highlighter instead. Maybe give you guys a little bit of a break with how long the tiles take. But please, if you find the tiles helpful, use them. Make some of your own or order them online. Like I said, I love algebra tiles. Okay, so I'm gonna start putting these together. 8f and negative 6f is gonna leave me with positive 2f. A negative 9 and a positive 9, well, those just cancel out. So then I'm left with plus 2f here, and then 7 plus 2 is 9. All right, so 2f and 2f is 4f plus 9. All right, let's do number 9. 13s plus 8s minus 2 minus 12 plus 2s minus 14 minus 2. And I don't really like using s's because I can confuse them with 5s. So I'm going to rewrite this as x. 13x plus 8x minus 2 minus 12 plus 2x minus 14 minus 2. And I'm going to compare that to the paper with the problem. Okay, so yes, I have it correct. I just changed out the s's for x's. I highly recommend this technique as well. And then at the end, when you write your answer, you can change it back to s's. But this way, as you're going through the problem, you don't accidentally mistake one of these s's for a 5. Okay, let's highlight. Again, including the sign in front of the number. Okay, let's do the 13 plus 8. Well, 12 plus 8 would be 20, so we need another 1 there. 21x. Negative 2 and negative 12 will be negative 14. We'll bring down this positive 2x. Negative 14 and negative 2 is negative 16. So 21x plus 2x's is going to be 23x's. And then negative 14 plus negative 16. If we give one of these negatives over to the 14, then we'll have a negative 15 and a negative 15. And that's one you can memorize. It's pretty easy to remember that 2 15s is 30. So that will be negative 30. Oh, I forgot to put it back as an S. So let's rewrite that. 23s minus 30. And I am writing out my S pretty extreme, so it does not look like a 5. And I think I can fit number 10 on this page here and save some paper. So that's what I'll do. Number 10. 7r plus 15r plus 4 plus 11s, oh dear, plus 6r, I'm running out of room, minus 12s plus 2. All right, let's put all of our r's together and all of our s's together. I'm going to help myself here with a highlighter. So what I'm actually doing right now by highlighting and then regrouping is like when I took the tiles and I slid the tiles together that were similar. So when we rewrite this using commutative property, it's like sliding together the similar tiles before we cancel things out. So 7r plus 15r plus 6r, and then I'll put the s's together, plus 11, I'm going to do a cursive s, 11s minus 12s, and then we'll put the ones together, plus 4 plus 2. So 7 and 15 is going to be 22r plus 6r, and that will be 28r. 11s minus 12s will be negative 1s, so I can just write minus s. If it's just 1, like an x, you don't have to put the 1 in front of it. So minus s, and again, it's a really extreme s, so it doesn't look like a 5. And then 4 plus 2 is 6, so we'll add 6 onto the end. Okie doke. Please let me know if you have any questions.